So today we're going to be looking at AAVE right here. AAVE is currently at the $194 level. We're currently ranked at 32 with a market cap of about $2.94 billion. And today we're going to be looking at the price action, the technical analysis and price prediction right here for AAVE. So sit back, relax and enjoy the video. So without further ado, we're right here on the chart for AAVE, AAVE versus the USD Theta on the daily time frame. Binance is the date source, right? So one thing we have been seeing right here for AAVE basically is that prices move from level to level, level to level, level to level, like so, right? And we have been seeing that for the past few months, AAVE has been seeing this push to the downside. And we said our base case is that AAVE continues to consolidate for much of December going into January, right? So we said that basically we could continue this consolidation between the 180 and 143 level, where AAVE just continues to consolidate. And going into 2026 is when we are more bullish for AAVE, expecting some sort of push to the upside. But somebody might be asking, why are you bullish in 2026? Right? We're going to be explaining why we're bullish going into 2026. So I'm going to be giving you three reasons, right? The first reason is that the Fed has just ended QT, right? And that happened on December 1st. What is QT? QT means basically removing money out of the economy, right? So as you can see, the QT was aimed to draw down liquidity out of the economy. So the Fed in the US have been removing monies from the economy, and usually that put risk assets like Bitcoin and altcoins to the downside, right? So even much more good news is that big changes coming to the Fed and interest rate, as we can see that uh, the Fed or Trump is about to nominate a replacement for Jerome Powell, which is very bullish, by the way, because this man right here, Kevin Hazard, could be the front runner for the next Fed chair and is likely to push for lower interest rates, right? And we said usually when that happens, we usually see that when the Fed cuts the rate, we usually see cheaper money and liquidity, weaker dollar, and risk appetite for altcoin rotation. So usually that also a metamorphosis into borrowing costs dropping down, the dollar drops, and investor confidence increases. That means we have breaks on, right? So basically, that's usually uh, all those liquidity comes right back to the crypto market, and you usually see a massive upside in the crypto market for both Bitcoin and altcoin. So this is what we're expecting in 2026. That a lot more monies are coming into market, and then we could see a huge upside. And that's why we're saying December could be very flat. We could just see sometimes prices push up, sometimes prices push down, and then basically at the end. So basically what we're trying to say is that 2026 could be bullish, and basically that we should just wait out December and January. Now back to the macro chart. We love to take note of the macro chart because we said that the macro chart is very important right here for any analysis. And the first macro chart we love to look at is the USDT dominance. We said the USDT dominance is very important because usually when we see the dominance begins to push to the upside, it basically means usually cryptocurrencies are pushing to the downside. That means a lot of people are flocking into cryptocurrencies. As you can see, in 2021, the moment we saw that upward push for the dominance, the USDT dominance, that was the top for the crypto market. And so currently, even in the past few days, we have been seeing a push to the upside right here for the dominant. We're seeing we expect a pullback, and we were expecting for the price of the dominant to come right back to the bottom, and that is exactly what is happening, right? So this is very good. We have seen that the dominant has rejected exactly at the 6.5% levels, and so we should expect even further more downside for the dominant chart. Next chart we have been explaining to every single person right here on the channel is this chart which we call the Bitcoin dominant. We said this chart was very important because in every altcoin season we usually see right here, or in every bull run we usually see that the dominance always falls before the top is in. The dominance falls before the top is in. This was the 2017 top. Until we saw the dominance fell, the top was not in. Until we saw the dominance fell, the top was not in. Currently, we said the Bitcoin dominant is too high. It's still at the 57 levels, right? Every single time we see the dominance push to as low as 39, same thing in 2021, 39. And so we are expecting the Bitcoin dominance to fall. And we said usually when the dominance falls, that is usually when it is altcoin season. And so that is very, very bullish for markets. And so that is why we're saying there's a very high likelihood 2026 would be very bullish. And so every single uh, sort of bear trap you're thinking in your mind might be what is just occurring, because as you can see before the fall, we always see some sort of few months of bear trap, right? This is the monthly time frame, by the way. As you can see, 4 months of bear trap. That is exactly what is happening right here at the moment. 4 months of bear trap before we see a huge push to the downside, collapsing the Bitcoin dominance, and that would be the beginning of our altcoin season. And that is one of the reasons why we're very, very bullish going into 2026. Next on our chart is the total crypto market cap. So the total crypto market cap is very important because this tracks how monies come into the crypto market in general. Now, the crypto market is so important because that was what was able to help us get the bottom exactly right here. We got the bottom on the channel, started buying into Bitcoin December of 2022, and we have rode this wave to the upside. Now, why is this chart important? Because we said we're expecting liquidity to pour back into the crypto market, and that the crypto market in total could go as high as a 5.62 trillion market cap. But currently, we still currently remain at about 2.99 trillion, and so we're expecting that 2026 will still be bullish, and then we would push towards that 5.6 trillion dollars, right? Overall market cap for the crypto market, which means your altcoins are bullish, and we would still see even more fresh amount of monies coming to altcoins, as that could be another catalyst to push prices to the upside. The last chart we have been looking at right here is the total crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin, or basically the altcoin market cap. Like we love to see on the channel, show me where the money is going, and I'm going to show you what is going to happen next, right? And we have been tracking this because we said that we were at support. So that the last time when we saw this push, we said currently prices are at support. Even though a lot of people are bearish on altcoins, we are very bullish because altcoins, the altcoin market cap is at a support. We said in this cycle, we are expecting for the altcoin market cap to go as high as the 2.46 trillion. Currently, we're still at 1.28 trillion. We still have a long, long way to go. And so we're expecting that a lot more rotations would happen from Bitcoin into the altcoin market and would take us probably through this 2.46 trillion and even above. But currently, we're at the support. As you can see, we're holding that support like a boss, expecting that bounce to happen right there for the altcoin market cap. Now, this is some of the reasons why we're bullish. As you can see, altcoin market cap at the support, expect some sort of bounce, probably some sort of consolidation in December, and then we see a massive bounce going into January. But we continue to remain bullish, expecting higher price targets for every single altcoin. Thank you for watching and have a blessed week ahead.